Koalas, secrets of the urban forest. To most people, koalas are adorable, sleepy creatures, soft, cuddly, and endlessly photogenic. But if you look closer, their lives are far from simple. Behind those round noses and fluffy ears is a hidden society of rivalry, romance, and resilience. And today, this society is being squeezed into smaller and smaller spaces as human cities expand across their ancient habitat. 200 years ago, millions of koalas thrived along the entire eastern seaboard of Australia. Vast forests of eucalyptus stretched for thousands of kilometers, providing endless food and shelter. Today, fewer than 60,000 survive in the wild, and their world is shrinking rapidly. Roads, suburbs, and farmland have carved the forest into fragments, small islands of green surrounded by seas of concrete. For koalas, these fragments have become battlegrounds where survival depends on strength, cunning, and sometimes sheer luck. Life in the fast-growing city. Take Brisbane, Queensland's booming capital. Home to more than 2 million people, it grows by nearly 1,000 newcomers every single week. Apartment blocks rise, highways stretch outward, and suburbs creep steadily into the bush. Yet hidden within this sprawl are some of the best eucalyptus forests in Australia. These green pockets shelter kangaroos, possums, gliders, and crucially, one of the last strongholds of wild koalas in a major city. Here, humans and koalas live side by side. In leafy backyards, locals hang washing while, high in the trees above, a koala quietly dozes. This uneasy coexistence creates constant tension and extraordinary encounters. One female koala, named Luna by local researchers, has made her home on the edge of a Brisbane suburb. Her life tells the story of an entire species. The drama of koala society. Though often thought of as solitary, koalas maintain complex social structures. Each has a home range, overlapping with others, and disputes arise when boundaries are crossed. For females like Luna, the biggest challenge during breeding season is unwanted male attention. Young males, eager but inexperienced, approach her relentlessly. But Luna is not impressed. She swats them away, climbing higher to escape their advances. Then the colony's alpha male arrives. At nearly 10 kilograms, Brutus is a powerful figure, thick-necked, scarred from past battles, and unafraid to prove his dominance. Brutus has fought his way to the top. By force alone, he claims the right to mate with Luna. He bellows, a deep, guttural call that resonates across the forest like a chainsaw echoing in the night. This sound, unique to male koalas, is a declaration, "I am king. Stay away." Rival males usually retreat, but sometimes they challenge him, and when they do, the results can be violent. Koala fights are far from cuddly. They lunge, claw, and bite, sometimes tumbling from branches in a blur of fur. Studies show that in 96% of encounters, males back down before serious injury occurs. But when they don't, battles can leave permanent scars. For now, Brutus holds his crown. Yet in koala society, dominance can change in an instant. The secret of their diet. After the drama, life returns to its usual rhythm: eating, sleeping, and conserving energy. Koalas are famous for their slow lifestyle, spending up to 19 hours a day resting. But this isn't laziness, it's survival. Their diet consists almost entirely of eucalyptus leaves, tough, fibrous, and loaded with toxic compounds. Few animals on Earth can digest them. Koalas rely on a highly specialized gut filled with bacteria that neutralize the poison. Even then, they must eat for hours every night, carefully selecting leaves with their sensitive noses to avoid the most toxic ones. Eucalyptus contains so few calories that every bite counts. That's why koalas conserve energy by sleeping so much, a strategy perfectly adapted to their difficult diet. For Luna, eating is doubly important. Hidden in her pouch is her 6-month-old Joey, Pip. Like all baby koalas, Pip has been living on his mother's milk. But soon he must transition to leaves. To do this, he consumes a unique substance called PAP, a nutrient-rich, bacteria-filled fecal matter produced by his mother. Disgusting to us, vital to him. It seeds his gut with the microbes needed to survive on gum leaves for life. Science in the suburbs. Not far from Luna's tree, scientists are watching. Researchers from the Queensland Wildlife Institute have been tracking koalas in Brisbane's suburbs for years. Using GPS collars, they map how far each animal travels, how territories overlap, and how often roads disrupt their paths. One of their most famous subjects is a young male nicknamed Zeppelin. Curious and bold, Zeppelin roams far beyond his expected range, slipping into gardens and even scaling fences. His wanderings reveal both the dangers and the resilience of koalas in urban environments. Dogs, cars, and swimming pools pose daily threats. Yet Zeppelin continues to survive, adapting to a human-dominated world. The researchers' work is critical. With detailed maps of movement patterns, they can design wildlife corridors, build canopy bridges, and install underpasses beneath highways. Camera traps have even captured footage of koalas cautiously using these new routes, proof that conservation strategies can work. The sound of survival. Koala communication is another scientific mystery. To human ears, their bellows sound bizarre, like a mix between a pig's grunt and a motorbike's growl. But to koalas, these calls carry essential information. Acoustic biologists discovered that the pitch and resonance of a male's bellow reveal his size. Females prefer deeper calls, associating them with stronger, healthier partners. This means Luna can judge Brutus's dominance without ever seeing him. To males, bellows serve as warnings, a way to avoid unnecessary fights. It's a vocal chess game, played in the treetops every breeding season. Challenges of urban life. Despite their remarkable adaptations, koalas face daily dangers in the city. Vehicles are the leading cause of death in southeast Queensland, killing thousands each year. Domestic dogs injure or kill many more. Fences and swimming pools create deadly traps. And above all, habitat loss continues to squeeze them into ever smaller pockets. Disease adds another layer of crisis. Chlamydia, widespread among wild koalas, causes blindness, infertility, and in severe cases, death. Even dominant males like Brutus are not safe. When he shows signs of infection, scientists capture him and transport him to a wildlife hospital for treatment. While he recovers, Zeppelin takes over his territory. By the time Brutus returns, the hierarchy has shifted. Once the undisputed alpha, he is now an outcast. Such rapid changes in power show just how fragile koala society is, and how quickly a single illness or accident can transform a colony. The future of the koala. For Luna and Pip, survival is a daily challenge. Pip grows bolder with each passing week, climbing higher, tasting leaves, and squeaking to his mother. But storms batter the colony, highways roar nearby, and rival males prowl the forest. His childhood is spent in a world of constant risk. Koalas may seem like creatures of the slow lane, but their lives are anything but simple. They are fighters, survivors, and adapters, caught between ancient forests and modern cities. Their fate now depends on whether humans can learn to share the land. For every Luna, Brutus, Zeppelin, and Pip, the story is the same: a battle for space, safety, and survival in a world that is changing faster than they can climb. The question remains, will koalas continue to cling to the gum trees of suburbia, or will their gentle bellows one day fall silent?